back to the HaneyBiz Project with investorpreneur Mark Haney, coming to you from the Marquee Media Studio.
Welcome back to the HaneyBiz Project, brought to you courtesy of accounting firm Clifton Larson Allen and Growth Advisors from California Growth Advisors. I'm Mark Haney, and I am with Jacob Uhlenkott, partner in the public affairs firm Reagan Sharp. How you doing, Jake?
I'm doing just fantastic.
Okay, Jacob, how do we run into you? How do we get you on the show today? What happened?
You know, it's kind of random. We had reached out a while ago, and then there was the Culture Lab X event, and came in here.
Well, welcome. You are an entrepreneur. You are building businesses. Talk to us about your businesses.
Yeah, so three primary ones. We've got, I'm a partner in the public affairs firm Reagan Sharp. We are a boutique land use, politics, and energy public affairs firm.
Okay.
I'm also involved in it's coming out. So the whole, the hidden gem kind of thing. We're coming out from underneath the radar. This is the first media thing we've done since we've been we kind of been in the dark for the last 2 to 3 years. It's called Synergy Fuels.
Synergy Fuels, okay.
And
so today, this is breaking news right now.
Yeah.
All right, let us out. Let it rip.
And the reason that we chose this for our first one is because Sacramento is key to the technology that we're seeking to deploy here, which is turning used tires, back into usable fuels.
Okay.
High grade and a zero emissions process.
So tires come off your car, you're going to throw them in the garbage. You're not supposed to throw them in the dumpster. Instead, you do what with them? We put them somewhere, and you guys turn them into something we can reuse?
Yeah, right now, tires typically go to landfills.
Okay.
Once the landfill fills up, only about 20% of them are actually reclaimed, like rubberized asphalt, things like that.
Okay.
So you're still having an environmental problem. And then the rest sit in the landfill, or they're shipped off to the Middle East, wherever, to get burned. So it's a real problem. So basically, what we've been working this past year is to acquire so that it's a vertical business. So we have the tire recycler company.
So you got the tire recycler company,
Yep.
And people just need to take their tires over there. Now, where you're locating this, it's not in the middle of Sacramento. Where are you locating it?
It would be out a little ways. We need about 10 acres.
Yeah. Okay, so you're launching this business. When do you start getting revenue? When does it start cranking?
So we're in the middle of the raise now.
Okay. You got to try to raise money for this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a significant raise, but our strategy was to do this kind of the right way, build the business so it's vertical, so that when the first plant has the funding raise, then we're ready to.
So
ready
let me
to go
get
to
this
the
straight.
races.
You're a public affairs guy, right? So
Yeah.
you're an expert. It sounds like politics
Yeah.
and communication stuff, and you're transferring all that wisdom over to recycling tires.
Yeah, that's one of the technologies. It's a Synergy Fuels. There's a bunch of different technologies. It's a suite of technologies, but it's something that we, especially in, like Lawrence was saying, we're the 6th largest economy. This is, if we're gonna do this anywhere on a business that has impact both environmentally, it's a sustainable business, it's profitable, out the gate, then it should be right here, because we have the workforce right here that can run this plant.
What are the biggest challenges you run into? It doesn't sound you don't have it off the ground yet. What kind of challenges? This is kind of like real world stuff here. Grind it out.
Yeah.
You're kind of pivoting with the business. Yeah. What's the biggest challenge? You're talking about raising money. How much money have you raised?
We've our first round, we've raised a little over $2 million.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we have assembled quite a team. I can say more as time goes on, but it's an exciting team. We purchased a facility just recently that was going under, where we are making all of our make all the components for the technology, and that was a failing business, and we purchased it last year, and within 3 months after purchasing it, we made it profitable. So it's a solid entrepreneurial team behind it.
Okay, so we only have a minute left. Talk to us about, it's flying by, but thinking about what we need to glean. We want to be inspired on this show. We want to be educated. We want to find a way to connect in a way that maybe is helpful to our listeners. What do we need to know about you and what you're doing that might either inspire us, educate us, or get us connected up to what you're doing?
It's the whole innovation here. We this is a real problem. No one has really been able to to solve it. And so it's a community effort. It's something where we have to band together. I mean, we're doing our part. We're doing all of our homework. We're doing all the third-party stuff, everything to make it ready. And so it's a no-lose situation.
When you say band together, what do you mean? Who needs to band together?
The preferably local Sacramento investors.
Okay, Sacramento investors get a hold of you, invest into the entire piece of the business.
Yep.
And they can expect this thing to be open and running for business when?
12 months.
12 months. All right. Any closing thoughts as we take it away? I want to talk about a couple of sponsors here today. Any closing thoughts?
Well, it says what kind of closing thoughts as far as just
just takeaways that we should have about what you're doing and what you'd like to see us do, how to move us into action.
When you go through the whole entrepreneurship thing, there's and this is with my other business, which is Biz Sprouts. It's inspiring hope. It's inspiring hope. So like if you're in a rural community, if you have a laptop, you can start a business. You can do this stuff. I mean, I came across, just keep moving, keep meeting people, and you'll come across some amazing stuff like what the Synergy Fuels is.
Yeah, just keep battling. Good job, Jake. I love the ambition. I love what you're doing. You're into a number of different things, and you're a young guy, and I definitely wish you the best. I want to take a minute right now to thank the people that sponsor this HaneyBiz project, the guests that come on the show. It's not easy coming on the show here and sharing your story at times, especially if you're on the greener side. But I also want to thank the people that help this thing come together. Jake, you talked about having the community come together. We heard about that from Lewis as well, and obviously we heard about this from Al. I call it the power of with the city of Sacramento, right? With Sac State University, with entrepreneurs like you, with the investment community coming together. Anything is possible. And on this show we have one sponsor that I have to give a shout out to because yesterday her name came up. It's Kim Silvers with Silvers HR, and I think all of us that have employees wonder how to stay out of hot water with the government, right? There's all these laws, rules, and regulations around how we treat our employees. And at Silvers HR, they make it easy, right? They provide you the game plan for staying compliant. And Kim is the leader of the organization. She's the owner, the CEO, and her team helps businesses do this, but you don't have to have your own HR professional on staff. Instead, for a few $100 a month, Kim and her team will run all the programs for you with giving you the information and getting you set up so that you can help stay compliant with your employees. So I just want to thank Kim. I want to thank everybody that helps out with this show, my team. Again, next week we're going to have an incredible show. We got Mike Teal from Rayleigh's. He's going to come on and share the story about how it's a third-generation story about how he is taking Rayleigh's to an entirely new level. When we return, Marcus and I will share our takeaways, closing thoughts, and I'll share a special announcement that we have, and you do not want to miss this. Join the revolution at HaneyBiz.com, brought to you courtesy of Ethan Conrad Properties and financial advisors, Stifel Financial. This is the HaneyBiz Project.